What is up, my Toyota people? Back at it today with another video. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to change a cam gear. I'm actually doing the VVTi intake cam gear on my Toyota Chaser, but this will also work if you wanted to fit adjustable cam gears. So this is any JZ, 1J, 2J. You can use this trick to fit your cam gears, and it's not going to take all day, and you're not going to have to take every single thing off to do it. It's not going to be a 6-hour job. So there's the if anyone's interested, part number for the VVTi cam gear. They're the same between 1 and 2J, so it doesn't matter. I've got ahead of myself here, but I've started taking a few things off. So just cam cover, and as you can see, I've lined the timing marks up there, and it's on 0 on the crank pulley. As you can see, a fair bit of oil there. So first things first, get a few things off, cam cover, line the cam gears up. I'll do a few more things as I go, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So step 1, get that cover off, line those timing marks up. All right, step 2, I've just taken the top radiator hose off, and I've had to drain about 2 litres out of it just so it didn't run all over the ground. I can put it back in. And you can see the timing cover is all the way off now, leaving me to fully see the cam gears, so I can actually get to them now. And just if anyone's wondering, it's a Phillips head screw in the center of the cam cover and 2 10mm. It's a 10mm on the outside. Now this next bit, I'm going to loosen the hydraulic tensioner from underneath. For this bit, you will need a 12mm on 3/8 with at least a 200mm extension to get to the hydraulic tensioner. So I'm going to hop under the car and I'm going to show you the next bit. There is actually one more step before we do go underneath of it to loosen the hydraulic tensioner. As you can see, I've marked the timing belt with the cam gears. Even though I'm changing that one, I can, sort of look at it and compare it to the other one, and at least that one's marked up, and you can see they're still lined up with the top there. You want to just crack the outside nut here, and there's also an inside one, so it's going to be a 14mm for the outside nut, and then the inside one is a 10mm, so 10mm and 14mm hex key. As you can see there, that's the outside nut that I've got out of it. So I've marked the belt up and I've cracked it loose, so that cam gear has been cracked, it's loose, it's ready to undo and come off. So the next step is loosening the tension off, which I'll get to, which is a little bit tricky, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Also, as you can see, I've got a rag there, because the VVTi cam gear, when you do undo that nut, you're going to get oil come out of it. So just to save making a mess, put a rag there. So next step, getting underneath of it, dealing with the hydraulic tensioner, and I'll show you that bit next. Okay, so here we are under the car. Now, as you can see, that cylinder there, that is the hydraulic tensioner. And see, it's got a bolt on either side, which you can quite easily get to. So what you want to do is you want to loosen these bolts, okay, just very, very slowly, so a little bit at a time, because that tensioner is under immense pressure. I mean, there's a lot of pressure under that, and if you undo the nuts, the bolts crooked, it's going to cock it to one side, and it's going to cause you all sorts of trouble. So I'm going to myself start with 1 full rotation or half a rotation, just see how it goes, and just undo it very, very slowly until eventually one of these bolts will come out. So I don't know which one's going to come out first, because it's my first time doing this too, but if you undo them slowly, eventually one will drop out first. So once one falls out, you can just put it back in and screw it, just put a thread in, just so the tensioner is in there. Once it's like that, the timing belt should have some slack on it, and then we'll go back up and fit the cam gear. But that is the next step. So I'm gonna start undoing this, and we'll go back up the top. So the hydraulic tensioner is now loose, okay? So you can see got a fair bit of slack in the timing belt now, so should be enough room to slide it off and we'll get the new one on. It is going to take a bit of perseverance, but it is possible to do. You can slip it over, and yeah, so that's my next step, is taking it off and new one on. We'll get to it. Okay, as you can see, new cam gear is installed. Marks are still lining up, and we're still at 0 on the crank. So everything is all timed. I have put the nut back in here and I've just sort of nipped it up. I haven't fully tightened it yet, but that's just in there to hold the cam gear. But basically it's on there. Okay, the belt's on where it was, the crank's still lined up. So now I'm going to get back underneath of it and start tightening that tensioner back on. So it's going to be the exact same that you did to loosen it, just going to tighten it up little bit by little on each side until eventually it's fully tightened. And just don't go crazy on them, because one of these threads on these tensioners on the Toyota motors is a lot finer thread. One of them has a coarser thread than the other, and if you over tighten it, you will strip it. So just be wary of that, and we'll go under there and tighten those back up. And look at that, there we have it, running again, timed up, new cam gear on, everything's put back on. And yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to be leaking. Before, when I had the timer cover off, it actually sprayed oil everywhere because it was coming out of the cam gear, so it just made an absolute mess. That was pretty good. So I'm just going to shut this off and just go over a few pointers again, just so everyone's got what to do. And yeah, that's it. So there we go. That's it. All put back together. And like I said, this is a job that can be done. I mean, if you've got some basic mechanical knowledge, this is a job that can be done in a couple of hours. I mean, I've been in and outside doing this slowly since I didn't need the car today. But all in all, I mean, it wasn't very difficult. I mean, I'm not a qualified mechanic, but this definitely wasn't very difficult at all. So just an overview: get your cam cover off. So you can get access to everything. Like I said, I had to take the top radiator hose off, drain a couple of litres of coolant out of it, just so it wasn't going to make a mess. Crack loose your cam. Chance you do get this wrong and the timing is out, it's okay, because JZ engines are interference motors. They will not bend valves like a dirty old Nissan. So if you do stuff it up, don't panic. You can take it back off and time it again. It's fairly simple, really. And so this will work as well if you wanted to fit adjustable cam gears as well. Like I said, I was just changing the intake VVTi gear because it was making an absolute mess. But basically, you could use this video to do intake or exhaust if you're changing to an adjustable cam gear. Yeah, that's pretty much it.